Hello, welcome to our mini class on our positive thought this week, focused on letting go. Before we go to our 5-day assignment, I want to remind you that every day this week I've got a post on our community Facebook page offering ideas or food for thought around letting go. So if you're in need or interested, I hope you'll make some time for yourself to stop by there, maybe 3 to 5 minutes a day max, and check out all the great info. Remembering that knowledge is power. So the more we learn, the more we grow and positively expand our lives. All right, on to our 5-day assignment. If you choose to participate, we're going to have a series of 5 steps for this assignment because letting go's a process. It's not usually a one-time, all-at-once event, although it can be. So some beginning food for thought. Now, before I take you through it, please remember, if you ever feel not ready for an exercise, simply pass on it until you do, knowing you can always jot down the steps outlined in this video and do them at a later date. Equally, if you feel ready for steps 1 and 2 this week, but not 3, 4, and 5, honor that too. You know, this should feel good and positive and exciting, not painful. So always do what feels right and what you know you're ready for, because in truth, only you know what you're ready or not ready for, okay? So self-love always. All right, step 1. Which is for day 1 of this 5-day assignment, which is today. Right after you finish watching this video, open your journal, and again, only if you're both ready and excited to, and make a list of the things you know in your heart you need to let go of as soon as you're capable. Whatever it is, and it's going to vary from person to person, so again, there's no right or wrong to what's on your list or the length of it. Whatever feels right to you, whatever's feeling maybe weighty in your life or no longer serving you, jot it down. And it can be anything. So it could be a past event you think about way too much and it's time to let it go so you can move forward in that area of your life. Maybe a relationship that ended a really long time ago but still goes on in your mind. I've definitely had my share of those, so maybe you can relate to that one. Maybe it's a bad habit you'd like to let go of or are finally ready to let go of, like biting your nails or drinking soda. Maybe it's physical items in your space you know you don't need or use and know in your heart could greatly benefit someone else. So really anything you feel you need to let go of, put it on your list. We want to lighten our load, supporting ourselves in moving forward in our lives, lightening up, feeling better, more peaceful. That's the ultimate goal with this exercise and any exercise we do. So making the list today, that's step 1 and your only step today. Now tomorrow's step 2. Tomorrow, all you're going to do is look carefully at your list and circle one thing, okay? The one thing above all else you feel most ready and excited about letting go of. So if there's a couple of things, choose the one that edges the rest out a bit, knowing you can always pick another thing on your list to let go of after these 5 days, okay? So you can always do the assignment again. Likewise, if nothing's jumping out at you that you're feeling both ready and excited about letting go of, stop there, okay? You can revisit the exercise in a month and see if things have changed, because at some point they will. I know for myself, I've gone through periods in my life where I knew very well I needed to let some things go, but I wasn't ready yet. So I made the decision to love myself and to honor that, trusting that when I was ready, I would. And you know what? Those days have always come when I just simply can't carry the weight of something anymore. So out of sheer exhaustion, if nothing else, I finally let go. And you know what? It's all good. It all counts. No matter when we let go, we can trust we let go at the right moment in time, because for whatever reason, before that moment, we aren't ready. So things really do happen when they're meant to, okay? So finishing up step 2 on day 2, if and only if you've got something you're both ready and excited about letting go of, tomorrow, day 2, circle it, and then think about the joy you feel finally in feeling ready and excited to release it. Now on day 3, step 3, you're going to write down the most loving, appreciative farewell letter you can to whatever you're letting go of, thanking it for whatever it's, for having been there for you when when you needed it, or being what you needed it to be at that time, or you just love knowing you could always count on it, even if it's your ratty old couch, okay? Yes, that means you very well could be writing a loving farewell letter to an inanimate object. It might make you laugh at first, that's okay. Still, write a letter of gratitude for what it served for you on your life's journey when it served you, and wishing it well. And again, doing this should feel really good and freeing, so if it's not, stop. Okay, don't do it. Or take it to a trusted professional to work on together so that you really have the right support beside you, okay? Self-love, again, always. Now, day 4, you're going to share this with someone you trust. Now, when in doubt, leave them out, okay? I'd rather you read this aloud to yourself than share it with someone you're questioning, okay? The only person you share it with is someone you trust 1,000%. You have lots of history with them. You know they have your back 1,000%. You know they respect this kind of work you do for yourself in your life. If you don't feel you have this kind of person in your life at present, don't sweat it, okay? I've at times felt like I didn't have someone to confide in or the right enough person. So you know what? I chose myself. So if this is the case for you today, choose yourself. You rock, sister, always. And as I always say, make the assignment work for you. Tweak it to work for you so you feel 100% good about all of it, okay? We do these weekly exercises, again, to positively expand our lives, to feel better about ourselves, not worse. So always be super smart and do what feels best and right and good to you. Last step, step number 5, day number 5. We've now created new space in our lives. How cool is that? So now we focus on something new and exciting we'd like to create next in our lives. So we get pumped here as we're now shifting our focus to whatever we want to have, be, or do next. That's, of course, both positive for our health and well-being and for those around us. Now, whether you're clear on what you want to create next or not, either way, start on day 5 with writing out some simple affirmations, okay, that support you in staying focused on thinking some new positively expansive thoughts. So to give you a clear-cut example of each of these 5 steps, I'm going to share my answers from when I did the assignment. So on day 1, Wednesday, I wrote, what do I need to let go of that is no longer useful or serves me? So number 1, I wrote my resentments, and then I listed out each of those that I feel like are remaining, even the smallest amount in my life. 2, past situations and mistakes I felt that I've made that I'm still holding on to. And that was a little awareness for me, like, wow, there's still some things where I feel like I made a mistake and I'm still holding on to them. So it was good for me to see that because it's something I can continue to work on in its own time to let go of. And then number 3, old thought patterns that aren't necessary or don't support who I am today. Day 2, on Thursday, what am I both excited and ready to let go of? Now, honestly, in all honesty, the only one that jumped out that I felt both ready and excited to let go of was old thought patterns. So I circled that. And on day 3, Friday, I wrote my goodbye letter to my old thought patterns, which was really fun because I was ready. And I wrote, dearest old thought patterns, I want to begin this note with deep gratitude to you all, for you have all always been there for me for as long as I can remember. In those early years, I know in truth you helped me greatly, as back then I feared so much, and so you all were a great and reliable comfort. I felt back then that you protected me before I became as knowledgeable as I am now regarding the truth of who I am and what I'm capable of today. And so I don't bore you to tears, it's quite long. I'm going to jump to the end. It just says, be well, old friends, I've lived long enough to now see that with rare exception, nothing is all good or all bad, and therefore you served your purpose for me and my continued positive growth. And I continue on with, I wish you well as we part ways, with genuine love, gratitude, and appreciation, Jem. On day 4, I chose to share this with my husband. He's been my best friend for 16 years. I chose, for me, I didn't want to read it to him. I just kind of wanted to process it out, and I wanted to share with him that I'd noticed in the last few weeks I was having some thought patterns. I was observing them and recognizing I didn't need them anymore. I'd outgrown them, which was exciting. So I just shared that with him, and it felt really good. Like a next step in just fully releasing them. And then on day 5, I chose to write out some new thought processes, some new thought forms that I could focus on. And I wrote out these affirmations that felt really great. I am capable of whatever I now desire. I choose to think thoughts that support me. I choose love every day. I am here in this moment now, and this moment is what I make of it. Good people, places, and things are all around me. I notice what is good every day. Life is for me all of the time. All right, I wish you so much joy and lightness this week, my fellow fabulous female. Thanks for being you, for all the ways you positively contribute to our world, large and small. I look forward to seeing you here again next week. For right now, enjoy your day. Bye.